So I'd like to officially welcome everybody to today's yin practice, and the theme for today is allowing. And so day one, we talked about acceptance and radical self-acceptance and not being at war with yourself and naming it to tame it. So naming that thing, setting your intention, what are you releasing? What are you detoxing from your body, from your mind, from your energy, from your spirit? And then we want to kind of lay down the warrior. Yesterday we talked about a gentle release, a gentle letting go, that we thank all the challenges that happened in our lives. We thank the past and we almost bless it. And we lay down the warrior. So we lay down the old narrative. We lay down all the old coping mechanisms, the defense mechanisms, the walls that we kind of created to protect ourselves so we can survive. But sometimes those walls are no longer necessary because that we're not a child anymore. We're not in that situation anymore. So we now are able to stand in our own power and choose a different way of being that is more applicable to the present moment. And so today is all about allowing that too often you are in your own way. And we see the world by the lens of our experiences. So Maya Angelou famously said that you are the sum of everything that you tasted, everything that you smelled, everything that you've touched, everything that you've seen, everything that you've heard. Meaning you are the sum of all of your senses, all of what you experience throughout your 5 senses, the smell, taste, touch, hearing, and seeing. Meaning that you have the power to create your own unique experience and put on a new, fresh set of glasses, of lenses. And so too often when life gets hard, we ask ourselves, is life hard? Am I feeling sad because life is hard, or is life hard because I'm feeling sad? So it's kind of like the chicken and the egg, which one comes first? But it's truly that when you shift your state of being from the inside, the outside rearranges itself to meet this shift. So it really comes down to what Jim Quick famously said. He's like, do you want to be a thermostat or do you want to be a thermos? A thermostat just reflects the temperature around it. So it checks out the environment and it's just a reflection of that environment. But a thermos generates the environment. It sets the temperature and the environment changes to meet that temperature. And so that's what today is all about. It's allowing yourself this opportunity to see things as they truly are. And that is one of the definitions of meditation, is to be able to see things as they truly are, not to see things from the lens of our past experiences and our past trauma, if you will. And so I invite you today to set your intentions for allowing as you find a comfortable seat, whether cross-legged or kneeling. Rest your hands on your thighs. Close the eyelids. Soften the shoulders down. Take a moment. Allow your body to settle. Allow any habitual tension or gripping to gently dissolve away. That the more you relax, the more capacity and space you have to allow new information to flow in. Take a full inhale through the nose, fill the entire body with the life force energy of your breath. And open your mouth, exhale, clean it all out, wash everything and anything that is no longer serving you. 2 more. Full inhale. And a long exhale out. Last one. Inhaling deep. And exhaling long. Take a moment, just notice. Notice the echo of what you just did. That everything you do, every breath you take, every thought you have, every word you say has an echo. It has a residue that ripples throughout your body, and it creates an experience in your body. And let's begin by doing some gentle breathing here. We're going to count the breath for 4 on an inhale, and then for 4 on an exhale. Just easy breath in and out through the nose. Make it smooth, make it sweet. Let's begin. Through the nose, inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. A gentle hold. And then out the nose, exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Last round. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Take a full inhale through the nose. Open your mouth. Exhale. Now feel the residue of that. Giving the mind one thing to focus on. Blink the eyes open. Rest your left hand on the earth beside you. Reach your right arm up to the sky. And place your right palm on top of your left temple by your left ear and gently tilt your head to the right, chin to shoulder. Maybe look down towards the right and open up the left side of the neck. And softly allowing that left shoulder to just be heavy. So in our yin practice, less effort is more. We take it easy, we allow the body to recover. We're getting into those connective tissues that spread from the inside along your entire skin. And your skin is the largest organ in your body. And the connective tissues, they govern your sense of mobility and pliability and joint health. So it's really, really important to make sure that they're supple, that they're lubricated, that there's enough blood flow. And all the athletes, all the football players and all the basketball players have a yin yoga teacher on speed dial these days because they know how important it is that these practices actually make you stronger. So when you're doing whatever it is that you're doing, the more intense workouts, whether you're lifting weight or doing power yoga or running, it actually increases your strength and range of motion. So you're able to push harder without breaking, without injuring yourself because you have more suppleness and you have more range of motion. you're able to go deeper in a very healthy way. And from here, release that right hand all the way down, bring your neck back to a neutral state. And we do the same thing on the other side. Right hand down on the earth behind you, left arm reaches up to the sky, hand on top of ear, and gently tilt that head to the left, opening up the right side of the neck. And I know for some of you that these gentle, slow classes can be way, way more challenging than the power dynamic flows, because it allows you to sit with whatever it is that you are maybe running away from. And so this class is about allowing and treating yourself with dignity and nobility, just as if you would treating another person. Imagine if someone else is trying to tell you something and you're just running away from them, you're never making time for them, you're never fully present. That will injure that relationship. And you hear me talking a lot about your relationship with yourself, which is the most important relationship you have in this lifetime. And so can you sit with yourself today? Be fully present to whatever it is that is showing up for you. That quality of allowing. Release your hand by your side, bring your head back to center. Place your hands on your thighs, on your knees, and we're just going to begin to roll the neck. So just begin one direction for now. Easy does it. Try not to throw your head all the way back when you come up. You want to protect the back of the neck. Your head is about 15 to maybe 16 pounds. And so we just want to make sure that that neck is not being overloaded. Go ahead and switch your direction, opposite way. Going slow and staying with the breath. And so you're creating energy flow. When you move the body and you breathe at the same time, you allow more of your life force energy to flow back to you. Bring your head back to neutral. Take your time. Hands on knees. And now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do it with the ribs. So we're going to do ribcage circles. You're going to begin to draw your right shoulder to your left knee. And then swing your chest forward across the body, and then opposite shoulder, opposite knee. And then dome your spine and pull your navel in, round it back, and keep going in this circular motion. Just waking up the spine. You're lubricating every vertebra. You're getting that synovial fluid to really wash through every vertebra. It's like oiling up a machine. From an energetic, spiritual perspective, you're waking up that kundalini energy, that coiled snake at the bottom of your tailbone, that the yogis believe that when you do these movements, it slowly begins to awaken. Opening up those communication channels between the brain and the rest of the body through that Shushumna Nadi that is at the center of your spine. And go ahead and switch the direction of your circle when you're ready. Opposite way. Again, staying with that breath. The breath is so, so important. And I was talking to a friend one day, and he said, I don't know what it is with this yoga business. They talk about the breath a lot. And I told him, Well, without your breath, you're not alive. So anytime you're breathing, it just means you're alive. So you have to stay with your breath. The gift of breath is the gift of life. The first thing you did when you came to this world, you took a breath. And the last thing you're going to do when you leave this world is you're going to release a breath. So, of course, the breath is important. Finish your last round and find your way back up to a neutral spine, sitting nice and tall. From here, come onto your hands and knees and lie all the way down onto your stomach, resting belly pose. And stack your palms on top of each other. You're going to create a pillow for your forehead and rest your forehead down. You're going to bend your right knee and you're going to lift your knee into a 90-degree angle. And we're just going to stay here for a few breaths, opening up the inner right thigh. And even here, notice how when you breathe, the belly presses into the earth. And when you exhale, it hugs back in. And can you give yourself permission and allow yourself a new settling thought? Too often we're so focused on what's in front of us that we miss out on the big picture, on what's ahead and what's possible. And it is said that two people in prison, prisoners looking from jail bars, one sees the mud and one sees the stars. And so what are you looking at? Are you looking at the mud? Are you keeping your head down? And are you looking up to the sky and looking up to possibilities? That really is just a matter of where you place your awareness. Where you place your awareness is where you create energy flow. And from here, slowly begin to straighten that right leg and bring it next to the left. Pause here for a moment and feel the difference. Feel the difference between your right leg and your left leg. Feel how this very subtle and gentle movement created space in that inner right thigh. Now we do the same thing on the other side, bending that left knee, bringing it in alignment with your left hip, finding that 90-degree angle. Noticing how maybe this side feels a little different. Again, noticing without any judgment. And so when we let go of judgments, we allow for possibility. Sometimes when we judge other people or we judge a certain situation or an idea, we miss out. We miss out on opportunity. We miss out on seeing the beauty of maybe something new, something different. That it's really not one size fits all. If we were all the same, thinking the same thing, doing the same thing, having the same desires, life would be so boring, and there wouldn't be much growth. And so we practice first not judging ourselves, not judging our body, not judging our pose. And once we ingrain this quality within us, then we're able to implement it outside of us. And I'm not sure who said this, but I remember this saying that really stayed with me and resonated with me. She said, don't trust a person that doesn't love themselves. If they're not capable of loving themselves, they won't love you. You can't give what you don't have. Take a few more breaths here. And slowly go ahead and bring that left leg next to the right leg, resting belly pose. Pause for a moment. And those spaces in between are so precious. We learn to slow down, we learn to reflect. And from here, slowly come onto your hands and knees, taking your time, unhurried, unrushed. Tabletop position. Circle your hips a little bit. Just get the blood to flow back into the hips. Maybe you roll the neck. Just move the body in a way that feels good. And then circle the hips the opposite way. Just whatever you're doing, make sure to even yourself out both sides. And then find your way back into that tabletop position. And take your right arm up to the sky, reach it up, and begin to do some giant circle with the arm. And do them very slowly. You can even trace your gaze to your big thumb. Doing some eye yoga here. This is actually really good if you're having vision problems or tension headache. You just circle your eyeball and you trace that thumb or thumbnail as if nothing else exists but that thumb. You're stretching the muscles in the eyeballs. Go ahead and switch the direction of the circle, because your eyes, it's a muscle just like any other muscle. Yet you can exercise and you can strengthen. Your eyes are very close to the brain. So this is so good for both the brain and the eyes. Finish your last round. And then when you're ready, reach that right arm up to the sky. Take a full inhale. And on an exhale, you're just going to thread the needle, but you're not going to go all the way down. Keep that left arm straight. And so we did a lot on the shoulders during this challenge. On an inhale, lift up. And on an exhale, thread it halfway. Dome the spine. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, dome the spine. Let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale. This time, go to full thread the needle. Rest your right temple on the mat. Extend the opposite arm forward. Or maybe you reach that left arm up and you wrap it behind the back. If you want to take it easy, you can just keep the arms straight, like a down dog position. Resting the back of the right hand onto the earth, palm facing up. If your left hand is extended or wrapped behind you, slowly bend that elbow and plant the palm in front of your face. And use the arm to press yourself up. Reach that right arm one more time. Full inhale. And exhale, slowly lower it down. And we do the same thing on the other side. Left arm reaches up to the sky. And just begin to do those giant circles. If you want to trace your thumb with your eyes, go for it. And switch the direction of your circle. And finish your last round. Reach that arm up to the sky, full inhale. On an exhale, half thread. So round the spine. Inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. This time we go to full thread needle. Extend that right arm forward. And find your breath. And if your mind begins to wander, you can give it a mantra to focus on. And the word mantra, it just means to reinforce the mind. So you give your mind a job, you give it a task, so it's not just wandering around. You can say, I allow transformation to occur. I allow transformation to occur. I allow transformation to occur. And say it slowly and let it land and sink deep into your cells, into your body, into your mind, into your heart, into your nervous system. I allow transformation to occur.
Go ahead and begin to bend that right elbow. Press the hand in front of you and lift yourself up. Inhale, that left arm reaches one more time. Exhale, lower it all the way down. And from here, begin to reach your arms forward. We're going to come into Anahata Asana, or what some people call puppy dog pose. So it's kind of like a downward facing dog, but your knees are down. And this is such a good stretch for the thoracic spine, which is usually neglected in most practices. Usually the focus is on the lower back. And so this is that mid-spine, the shoulder blades, the back of the heart. And you're also getting a stretch in the front side of the body as well. Most of our lives, really, when we're in a forward fold posture, when we're eating, in front of a computer, driving, texting. So this is a sweet release and openness in the body. To allow yourself to fully breathe. Notice how the ribs are lifted now. So there's more room for the lungs to expand and sip in more breath. Oxygenating the blood and really getting that blood flow to your brain. I mean, the research on these practices is just so fascinating. What happens to the structure of the brain? You're increasing gray matter, you're bringing about physical changes to the structure of your brain. There's a whole lab in Harvard University that is dedicated to studying the benefits of yoga and meditation. And they do these research studies and they scan people's brain before and after, and they monitor their nervous system and what happens when you have a consistent yoga and meditation practice. Truly, the best medicine is available to you, and it's completely free. It's like that deer when it's the animal that's when it's first born. It smells this smell and it's a musk smell, and it starts to spend its whole life trying to look for that smell, tracing that smell and going from one place to another until it finally comes to the end of its life and it discovers that that smell was coming from underneath its nose. It was right there the whole time, and it was looking for it outside of itself. That truly everything you need exists inside of you. From here, slowly bring yourself into a tabletop position. Bring your big toes together to connect. And open up your knees as wide as your hips and sit on your heels. You can crawl a little forward into front of your mat if you are a little bit back. And so for some of you, you can stay here in this modified hero pose. If you want to lean back a little bit, you can lean back. You can come onto your elbows, stretch the quads. Or a variation that I'm going to take, if you have a bolster like me, and don't worry about it if you don't, you can create a little bit of a ramp for yourself. You can place a block behind you and take that bolster and place it on top of that block. And just like that. And then you can lie down. Open the chest wide and feel that stretch in the front side of the body and the quad. So we did a lot of chair poses. We did a lot of warrior ones and warrior twos. And so this is a sweet release for the quad, for the psoas muscle. I allow transformation to occur. If you're leaning back, slowly begin to press into your hands and gently bring yourself up. Remove your props if you have them behind you. And release onto your sit bones. Extend your arms forward. Keep the legs straight for a moment. Dandasana. Sit nice and tall. Take an inhale, circle both arms up to the sky. On an exhale, fold. And you can bend your knees as much as you need to, since this is a gentle recovery class. What you can do actually is you can place blocks underneath your knees if you want to rest a little bit more here. Relax the backs of the thighs and then just fold over. This is really about the lower back. It's not about the legs. And just let your arms drape. You don't need to even grab your feet or even aim for the feet. Make it gentle, make it sweet. And just feel that stretch in the lower back and the mid back. And even the shoulder blades as they melt away from each other. Send the breath to the back of the body. In yesterday's class, we talked about embodiment, to be fully embodied. That whatever quality that you're trying to invoke within you, what does it feel in your body? What does an abundant person, what does a wealthy person feel like in their body? What does a loving person feel like in their body? What does a courageous person feel like in their body? And so whatever it is that you are creating, feel it in your body. Feel that quality within you. Create it, because you are the creator. You are the creator of your own experience. You are the creator of your life, of your destiny. And from here, slowly bring yourself up. If you have the block underneath your knees, keep them where they are. And you're just going to lie all the way down onto your back into a modified version of Shavasana. It actually feels really, really nice to have the knees supported in this way. Arms by your side, open chest, open body. Take a full inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, exhale. Now begin to visualize as you inhale the whole right side of your body light up, and visualize the breath coming in through the sole of your right foot, through the knee, through the hip, all the way up to the shoulder, and then to the right side of your brain. And then as you exhale, the breath shifts to the left side of the brain, and it works its way down to the left shoulder and to the left hip, and all the way down to the left knee, and it comes out through the sole of the left foot. What we call rainbow breath. And then on an inhale, same thing. You sip in the breath from the sole of the left foot, and it works its way up through the left side of the body. And then it shifts to the right side as you exhale, and it comes all the way out through the sole of your right foot. And so on your own, just visualize this rainbow breath, inhaling from one side and exhaling through the opposite side. And feel that side kind of lights up on an inhale, and the light goes down on an exhale, and then it lights back up. Side to side, rainbow breath. And the breath is steady, it's smooth, there's no technique. It's very, very organic. You're not manipulating the breath in any way. Just bringing your awareness from one side to the opposite side. allow transformation to unfold. You can add in that mantra as you visualize this rainbow breath. Now let go of that rainbow breath visualization. And let go of that affirmation as well. Take a gentle inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Full Shavasana, resting pose. Nothing to do. Just allowing, receiving the fruits of your labor, of your hard work. And slowly come back to your breath. Maybe deepening the breath a little bit more. Rub your thumb against each finger pad Feeling the sensations of your physical body. Wiggling the toes. Shaking the head a little side to side. And reaching your arms up and over your head and just full body stretch from head to toe. Maybe gently moving those blocks from underneath you. Hug your knees into your chest. Just that sweet, sweet embrace. And gently roll on to one side into a fetal position. Cradle your head. Take your time. That too often, a lot of us feel that if we take our foot off the gas, that somehow the earth will stop spinning. And that couldn't be further from the truth. That solutions and creativity and inspiration, they come way, way more easily to an unpressured mind. And slowly press into your hand and guide your way up into an easy seated position, floating your palms together to connect, just sealing your practice and honoring the work that you just did. Bring your thumbs to your third eye for clarity of thought. Bring them to your lips for thoughtfulness of speech. Bring them to your heart for compassion towards yourself and others, allowing your practice to guide you through everything that you are thinking, saying, and doing. Bowing your chin to your chest, and the light and the goodness within me honors and sees the light and the goodness within you. Namaste. Thank you, my friends. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Always an honor to guide you through your practice. Much love and gratitude. And that's it. That's it for day 3 on our Yoga Detox Challenge. I'll see you tomorrow. Same place, same time. Stay strong, stay committed, show up for yourself. And you're going to start to feel the transformation, especially at day 5, 6, and 7. And as I mentioned yesterday, really it's more about the journey than the destination, but the transformation happens from the inside. Much love, much gratitude to everybody. Take care, everybody. I'm going to jump in here and answer any questions on the chat. I'm going to grab my chair here. All right, the YouTube folks, thank you. Goodbye, everybody.